Good.
We're going to keep it informal here, but just wanted to give you a few introductory remarks. Number one, welcome to everyone. Far and wide, we have some people here from the US that normally wouldn't be able to come to our show because of distance, so we're so pleased that they're joining us today. And the whole purpose of today is to engage you as the toy collectors to participate. We don't want it to be one-way communication because on technology, it's so often sometimes one way from the presenters, but we are encouraging your participation both here in the discussion forum and also on the Facebook pages. In fact, we're offering prizes to motivate you to make comments on the various posts, to share the posts that you think are interesting with your friends and colleagues on your own Facebook pages. And then at the end of the day, Karen and I will be doing a random drawing for the prizes. And for every post and share and comment that's made in your name goes into the lucky draw for winning prizes. And then we'll be sending emails out to the winners. So please do engage. And I'll just take a minute or two to give you a little bit of an outline on what the Zoom orientation is. Some of you may know it, but others may not. So first of all, if you look in the top corner of your screen, you'll see an icon, and it might look like a little checkerboard, or it might say speaker view. And there are two views you can have. So if you click speaker view, then you will see the person who's making the noise, which is me because I'm speaking. So the person who's presenting will be on the larger screen, and the participants will be seen along the top of your screen in smaller postage stamp photos. If you want to see the whole gallery of everyone the same size, then you push the little checkerboard icon, and that's called gallery view, so you can see everyone. So you can switch back and forth as you choose to do so. So that example of what we just saw happen there is because people are not muted, and I'm going to mute everyone. So I'm allowing people to unmute themselves if they want to talk or have a question. But what happened there was Lyndon is not muted. Lyndon, could you mute, please, Lyndon Comboy? Because when he coughed, the noise from his cough was louder than the noise of me speaking, so the computer thinks he's going to talk. So that's why we get the interruption. So we want to ask everyone to stay on mute, so if the phone rings or the dog barks, it doesn't interrupt the presenter's session. And at some appropriate time, there are two ways to ask questions. The one is you can ask a question in the chat box, and if you go to the bottom of your Zoom screen and you click on chat, then there's an area there for you to go in and type in a question, and Karen is going to monitor those questions, and at an appropriate time, she will ask you to unmute yourself and ask your question in person, or if you have difficulty doing that, then she will ask it on your behalf and read the chat from the chat. To ask a question when you're invited, when you have a question, Karen will monitor that. You can merely push your space bar down, and the space bar acts as a toggle switch to unmute your microphone. So while you're talking, just hold the space bar down, and that turns your microphone on for you to ask the question or have a discussion. The other way that you can indicate you have a question or a comment is if you click on the bottom and go to participants, you can see a list of all the participants who are on. And there's about 20 of us here now, I see, just starting out. And at the bottom of that participants column on the right side of your screen, you'll see an icon of a hand which says hands up. So if you click that icon, your hand will go up, and then Karen will observe that your name goes to the top of the participants list when your hand's up, and then she will know that you have a question, and at an appropriate time, she will invite you to come online and ask your question. So those are some of the things about working Zoom efficiently, but the key is everyone to stay on mute until it's time that they want to speak. I've talked about the chat box, I've talked about the participants, and the last thing is reactions. And if you look at the bottom Zoom, you'll see that there's an icon called reactions on the right. And if you go into reactions, you'll see a pair of little hands clapping, and you'll see a thumbs up icon. So if you want to acknowledge that you like something, or you are clapping your hands for the presenter, then you can go down to that and click on that little icon, and then that puts that hands clapping on your video, or it puts your thumbs up. So if the seminar presenter were to ask you a question, then that's the way you could answer it. You could give them a thumbs up to tell them that you think it's a great idea doing what they're doing. So any questions before we start the formal program? If so, just push your space bar and speak. That turns your mic on. So if not, then we'll start the program. And first on our agenda is a short 3-minute video. I've been asked several times for information on the Ontario Toy Show Tractor Series through the years. And so I'm going to share this little video with you, which will give you some information as to what we're doing with the show tractor. So have a look at this.